Hello everybody, welcome back to South Rise on Farming Simulator 25. Our rice fields are looking fantastic. This is the long grain rice field and it needs to be flooded. And the rice field also needs to be flooded, so let's do that to avoid yield losses. Well, these are our only fields so far, and I'd really like to buy more fields, so let's work on some contracts to increase our balance. I will accept these hoeing contracts. I will borrow the items on this one, and I will accept the other one. Okay, and now let's get some extra money. Both of the fields we work at are fields I'd like to buy in the future. Well, let's collect the money. And we got $3,560 from this contract and $6,546 from this one. And now we can accept another contract. And this is the field where we wrapped bales in the previous episode. But we've never worked on this field, so let's accept this contract and work in a different field. I will borrow the items because I want to get the fertilizer. Oh, we didn't get fertilizer. If I had known, I would have used our own equipment. So now we've got to buy fertilizer. Yeah. Well, I bought 2 bags and I hope that will be enough. Well, I had to buy another bag of fertilizer, but now we are almost done. And I think I'll take on one more contract. Let's take a look here on the contracts. I will accept, I think, this one. And if we run out of fertilizer, we can use our equipment to finish the contract. We almost got it with the contract equipment. There was just a little bit missing, which we completed with ours. Well, the contract is finished, so let's collect the money. And we got $3,803 from this contract and $17,966 from the other contract. And now let's take our tractor and spreader and fertilizer back to our farm. And we have time for one more contract, so let's try to close the day with over $100,000 in the account. I will accept this cultivating contract. It's a small field, so it will be fast and easy. So let's borrow the items. This is not my favorite type of cultivator. Besides being narrow, it's very long, making it difficult to maneuver. And it requires a lot of power. And it's definitely not for this type of soil. In the game, all cultivators have the same effect, but they have different uses in real life. This cultivator is for very compacted soils. And this is a sandy soil, a soft soil. Well, I think we will finish the contract right now. Yes, and now let's collect the money. So we got $3,273. And that brings us to $102,000 in our account. Great. We're saving money to buy more fields, and we are on the right way. And we have some beautiful ponds here. Oh, this connects to the ditches. Yes. Very beautiful. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for watching and see you next video. Bye!